My dear friends, guests from Dublin, Ireland, and the many other countries from around the world. On behalf of Instruments of Peace, it is a tremendous honor and pleasure to welcome you today, the United Nations World Peace Day 2011, at this fabulous, iconic building, the Convention Center, for our first International Conference on Peace. Welcome. Who would not agree, in the light of past and ongoing events characterizing human history, that peace might be a central goal for humankind, worthwhile to fight for? But how would you actually do that, fight for peace? Or put differently, what would be the most appropriate and effective means to seed, implement, enhance, multiply peace? And who would do that? For how long? Who would pay for it? And by which currency? When planning this conference, we became aware of the plenty, if not countless, different aspects, perspectives, and angles one can look at peace. It seems to be difficult to find a universal definition. In fact, there might be something as individual peace, something which can be owned only by an individual because it is so deeply rooted into one's personal experiences, perceptions, wishes, and expectations. On the other hand, there is also something like a genuinely universal desire to attain a status of peacefulness, both individually but also as part of the community. What we may have to realize is that this desire is not only a vague feeling that comes and dies away. Rather, it seems to be a very rich resource and a very, very strong power that is able to bring about changes. Changes in attitudes, in perception, and changes in the way we relate to humans and the nature. Changes. This was one of the most frequent code words used during our planning phases. It is one thing to talk about changes or to recommend them to somebody else, but it is utterly different if we ourselves are asked or forced to change. There is no doubt that sustained peace will only be possible if we are able to change profoundly. But who will guide us in that formation process? This peace conference today has not been set up to provide ready and easy answers. However, this conference will try to help us explore how we as individuals, as groups, as community, might serve this common underlying goal and vision: to plant seeds of peace, to become instruments of peace. Acknowledging that we cannot cover all aspects, today we will focus on four main themes. Peace is the ground we share. Peace is everybody's business, and this is an intriguing thought. Peace is about human dignity, and finally, world peace begins within the human heart. I'm very proud that we were able to find such a superb collection of 13 highly distinguished speakers from different parts of the world. They will speak on peace from many different angles: philosophy, spirituality, human dignity, social justice, history, business, government, health, youth, education, and the arts. Further, there are numerous performances that will bring to life some of the many individual concepts of peace through music and dance. There is also room for silence. And there is also room for sharing experiences, making friends, and hopefully forge out plans for future peace projects. We would like you to become creative, proactive peacemakers. Fantasize about peace. Please sign also the Peace Manifesto at the end of this day and help us to develop. Become part of this idea and the team. Join us in our common efforts. Before I close and hand over to our wonderful Masters of Ceremony, Jerry May, please let me express my sincere and heartfelt thanks to the many people who have been contributing to this day by many different ways. Only a small proportion of those could be acknowledged in the program, but we are very certain that without their considerate and generous help and their sustained support, this event would never have been possible. So I declare the conference open, and I wish you and us a wonderful and peaceful conference. Thank you for your attention.
When I'm lying in the darkness and I'm half afraid to sleep, I keep thinking of tomorrow and the thoughts that lie so deep. Then I pray in talking whispers, 'cause I